Get ready for The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's dedicated update show. Events, businesses, and people. Anything and anyone causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to The Splash Live.
Hello and welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media 5 days a week. I'm Tyler Kieft, alongside Dayan Chaaban, and thank you for joining us as you do all throughout your work week each and every week on Comcast Channel 15 and on AT&T Channel 99. In addition, you can find us on our website 5 days a week in high definition and 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on CivicCenterTV.com. Join along with us on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15 and on YouTube every single day live and on demand at Civic Center TV. In addition, you could always join along with us on the radio as you're driving throughout the community, dropping your kids off, picking them up from school, going and running errands, or working here in the Greater West Bloomfield area each and every day on 89.3 Lakes FM and online on lakesfm.com. Dayan, looks like this week's going to have one common theme in the weather report: a lot of cloud cover.
Of course, Tyler. So today we're starting off with a very cloudy morning, and temperatures for today are going to reach highs of 37 and lows of 30 degrees. Clouds are going to continue throughout the day with mostly cloudy skies throughout the evening and throughout the afternoon. And as you go into Tuesday, similar cloud conditions with highs of 37 degrees and lows of 28 degrees. On Wednesday, though, Tyler, we are going to have some sunny morning earlier, but then clouds will continue to intensify as we get to the late morning at around 11 a.m. and they will continue to intensify throughout the afternoon and evening, creating a very mostly cloudy skies on a Wednesday.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty ugly week weather-wise in the Greater West Bloomfield area. The good news is as we get into the weekend around Friday, it's going to be a little bit of a warm-up and some sunshine is on the way, at least for one day during the course of this week. Other good news across the community over the weekend, the West Bloomfield High School football alums helped to propel the University of Michigan to its third consecutive college football playoff appearance after its third consecutive Big Ten championship game. We'll talk about that in a little bit and show you one of the key plays made by a very recent alum of West Bloomfield High School. In Keego Harbor, they started getting into the holiday spirit by putting up some holiday lights at Rose Sorter Park on Friday night. We'll take you through that event as they celebrated the holiday season on a rainy Friday in Greater West Bloomfield. A Bloomfield Hills High School teacher has been awarded special honors by the International Baccalaureate Education group of the state of Michigan. We'll tell you about that honor and tell you more about the teacher also in just a little bit. Winter programs are officially underway in West Bloomfield Parks. Both winter and spring program registration is now open. We'll tell you about some of those programs and how you can register coming up in just a little bit. Over the weekend, West Bloomfield High School theater students had a chance to shine on the stage at West Bloomfield High School with a one-off performance of James and the Giant Peach. We'll highlight some of those students coming up in just a little bit. Later on, we'll have a special discussion about young entrepreneurs and their assistance provided by the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce through the Young Entrepreneurs Network. Victor Wandzel will join us to talk about that in just a little bit. Also, you can now keep connected with the West Bloomfield Township Public Library hotspots available for checkout at the library. We'll tell you about those in just a little bit and how they can help you and your neighbors here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. A holiday-themed special is underway at one of the most popular restaurants in Oakland County over in Sylvan Lake. We'll tell you about that and also show you some pictures from its very first weekend as that began its run throughout the month of December. Spirit of Grace Church is putting a special spin on a holiday tradition that could help a lot of people right here in the Greater West Bloomfield community. We'll tell you about that special tradition's newest twist and wrinkle in just a little bit. Plus, the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce getting ready for a fun evening on Friday this week that can also go, not this week, but next week, that can go toward helping people in our community as well with their health care during the holiday season. Plus, Gleaners is going to be holding mobile food distribution all throughout Oakland County this week. We'll give you the dates and the times and where you can go to collect food if you are in need of that this season. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up. Stay with us. The Splash Live will continue after this short break.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. on cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
1 in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy, and if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. Missed one of our live broadcasts or one of your local municipal meetings? Check it out online at civiccentertv.com. Every meeting, show, and interview on demand. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. Your stories from your hometown on your community media all throughout the work week, Monday through Friday on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban. Over the weekend, the University of Michigan played in the Big Ten championship game once again, taking on number 16 Iowa for a chance at playing in the college football playoff. The Michigan Wolverines ran away with the game from start to finish, winning ultimately in a 26-0 victory in Indianapolis at Lucas Oil Stadium. Now Michigan moves on to the college football playoff, but not without some help from some very local people here, some very familiar faces, including this guy on your screen. Samaj Morgan had an 87-yard punt return at this game. Let's put that clip up, Calvin, if we can, and show the audience that may not have seen the game. Look at this, shifting around, getting out among many defenders from Iowa, moving through space, getting low, and has plenty of space to run. Gets down to the 40, inside the 30, and inside the 20 before ultimately getting near the end zone and pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A couple plays later, the University of Michigan got in the end zone and scored. Again, that's an 87-yard punt return to get in deep into the red zone. And the guy that stopped him, also a local guy, Cohen Entringer, is a Walled Lake Western alum, and ultimately brought that down to a battle between two OAA athletes from the greater West Bloomfield area. Of course, Samaj Morgan from West Bloomfield High School graduated just last spring from WB, and then Cohen Entringer a couple of years back at Walled Lake Western. Ultimately, a great performance for West Bloomfield athletes and coaches. Donovan Edwards also ran for 28 yards on 4 carries, and including one long one for 17 yards. He also caught 4 passes for 19 yards. Of course, Makari Page playing safety for the University of Michigan, a starter. And their wide receivers coach, Ron Bellamy, did a great job. His wide receivers caught 22 out of their 30 targets on Saturday night to bring the University of Michigan their 3rd consecutive Big Ten championship title. They now are ranked number 1 in the country, and their next game will be on January 1st of 2024 in the Rose Bowl game, as they'll take on the University of Alabama for a chance to play in the college football playoff finals. Diane, West Bloomfield athletes continuing to make a big impact, especially on the football field at the University of Michigan. We know there's been so much praise in the past couple of years for Donovan Edwards, but a guy that Michigan fans are starting to really love in Ann Arbor is Samaj Morgan, and he's showing them why.
Of course, Tyler. And you just mentioned he graduated last spring, so he's just a fresh grad from the West Bloomfield High School. And we are also very, very proud of him. Watching him also just like run the field, winning those games, it's just something amazing. It makes us so proud right here in West Bloomfield to know that this guy who was just right here is doing so great, not only in Michigan but also outside, scoring those games and winning for the whole state. So we're very, very proud of Samaj Morgan and Donovan Edwards and all of our athletes representing us, of course.
Yeah, Samaj Morgan, undersized for the wide receiver position at the college level and beyond. And so it wasn't necessarily as heavily recruited as he probably should have been given his performance at West Bloomfield High School. But, here locally, we all know what he is capable of. That sort of return is no surprise. One of my favorite calls over the last couple of years of West Bloomfield football games has been a 101-yard interception return he took for a touchdown at Southfield A&T. Now, of course, the MHSAA Division I state champions. That was not this past season, but the season before. A bright future ahead for Samaj Morgan at the University of Michigan, and doing it all with his former head coach, Ron Bellamy, his wide receivers coach. In Keego Harbor, some winter wonderland magic was brought to Rose Sorter Park over the weekend, kicking off the holiday season on Friday at the Winter Wonderland Park event. They lit the lights at Rose Sorter Park behind City Hall and had a bunch of fun events, including special decorations, fun family activities, crafts, hot chocolate, special treats, and more, all on a rainy Friday night, but still had a nice turnout at Rose Sorter Park, and looking beautiful out there in Keego Harbor, getting into the holiday spirit. Of course, Rose Sorter Park is just behind Keego Harbor City Hall. There's a little pond area and the gazebo, a great place to relax and enjoy some of the fall foliage as we continue through this season and head toward the end of fall and toward winter. And of course, also a great place to help give back this holiday season as well, Diane. They're running a food drive now throughout the month of December, and you can drop that food off in their gazebo at Rose Sorter Park.
That is true, Tyler. So you don't only get to enjoy these beautiful sceneries and the beautiful lights and the holiday ambience, but you also get to help people in your community by providing these non-perishable food items. Again, for anybody who would like to donate or everybody who would like to know more about the Rose Sorter Park and the holiday season and what they would like to donate, you can watch Tyler's interview that has been done last week. You can check out our interviews, all our interviews on www.civiccentertv.com.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk with Kirsten Sonneville Douglas from Keego Harbor Parks and Rec about that event beforehand. She also talked about a lot more going on in the rest of 2023 and throughout 2024 with Keego Harbor Parks and Rec, who organized this event. It's volunteer-oriented and definitely community-driven, and so if you want to get involved, it's a great time to do so. KeegoHarbor.org for more information, or visit the Keego Harbor Parks and Rec Facebook page at KH Parks. And again, that non-perishable food drive is ongoing. There is a plastic bin in the gazebo at Rose Sorter Park. Drop off non-perishable food items. That's, of course, food that's not going to go bad if it's sitting outside for a portion of the day. There's a cover on that bin so that animals aren't going to get in and tamper with the food. And as Kirsten mentioned in our interview last week, they are picking that up daily and bringing that over to Open Outreach Center out of Waterford to help people in need of food this holiday season. Across town in the Bloomfield Hills School District, a special honor for one of our local English teachers, as Bloomfield Hills High School IB English teacher Carrie Gracebeck was named the International Baccalaureate Schools of Michigan's 2023 recipient of the Gene Ramsire Award for Excellence in Approaches to Teaching and Learning. Jason Rubel, who is the president of IB Schools of Michigan and also is one of the principals in the Bloomfield Hills School District of their new North Hills Middle School, presented her with the award, which, ironically enough, is named after a former English teacher in the Bloomfield Hills School District, Gene Ramsire. Upon receiving the award, Gracebeck said, quote, "I love working with peers and students who willingly immerse themselves in a program that embraces history, the present, the future, and the power of language," end quote. A great honor for Mrs. Gracebeck out of the Bloomfield Hills School District, as IB education, very challenging in its own ways, but able to find ways to approach that learning, approach that teaching that connects with students, and obviously does a great job being honored by IB teachers and educators all across the state of Michigan. Diane.
Of course, Tyler. So first of all, congratulations to Mrs. Grisbeck. It's definitely an honor, but she wouldn't have gotten it if she does not deserve it. So she is totally deserving of this award. Congratulations again. And Tyler, I must say, we always talk about how wonderful these students are, whether it's on the field or in their classes, and how wonderful are the things that they are doing at a very young age. But they wouldn't have done it without these wonderful teachers backing them up and teaching them and performing the best they can as a teacher. So congratulations to them, to our teachers, and to our students for having these wonderful teachers. So again, that's a great award, and I hope to see more of it through our teachers right here, not only in Bloomfield Hills, but in West Bloomfield and our greater community, of course.
You can learn more about the Wandzel Award and Mrs. Griesbeck's work from the Bloomfield Hills School District on their website at bloomfield.org. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. On the other side, plenty more stories to get to, including a special performance at West Bloomfield High School. Winter programs underway with West Bloomfield Parks, how you can register for that. And then later on, we'll talk about entrepreneurship right here in the greater West Bloomfield area. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up after this short break.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen. And now, back to the Splash Live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. Your stories from your hometown on your community media, Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. This is Dayan Chaaban alongside Tyler Kieft. So the winter and spring program and event registration at the West Bloomfield Parks is now open for whoever would like to register for them. A lot of fun events and exciting events are lined up for this winter. Some of them include the daddy-daughter dinner dances, egg scramble, snowshoe with your sweetie, the 2024 Black Expo, stuffed animal sleepover, St. Patrick's Day lunch, and many, many more. You can check out more about all these events and how you can register for them, whether it's for the adult recreational programs or the senior recreational programs or the junior recreational programs. There's a lot more by visiting wbparks.org for more information. They have a guide up there, all their 2024 winter and spring guide. Tyler, a lot of fun events happening at the WB Parks as usual. They always do that annually, and the registration is now open. So a lot of fun things.
Yeah, these activities are out on their events calendar and advertised months in advance. However, that registration doesn't open for them until just before that season begins. That's now underway, of course, as you said, for winter and for even some spring events early on. So you have a few months ahead to get in line and get registered, especially for those more popular events that tend to book up pretty quickly. You can get a full guide of their winter and spring events. The winter guide is now available on their website, wbparks.org. If you scroll to the right side on their page on your computer web browser, there's a register button. And if you just scroll over that, you'll be able to click on Activity Guide, and it'll open a PDF version or give you an option to open the PDF version of their winter guide, now available. Again, that's on wbparks.org. You can also follow them on Facebook at wbparks for even more information. A great way to get yourself some ideas for some fun and activities for yourself and the whole family this holiday season and beyond. wbparks.org for even more information. Over the weekend, there was a special performance at West Bloomfield High School. Theater students got together for a one-off performance of James and the Giant Peach over the weekend. Saturday brought a special performance to the stage with students getting together in a small ensemble cast and ensemble crew as well to perform James and the Giant Peach. Peach. This was led by student directors Cassia, Celeste, and Sarah, alongside guidance from West Bloomfield High School drama director Christine Stevens. And Dayan, this is not just the final show for 2023. It's the final show coming up until midway through 2024. In April, their next performance coming up. Mark your calendars for Mamma Mia in late April, beginning right around April 24th and 25th. There'll be 3 nights of shows and an extra matinee on one of those as well over the weekend. So a big performance coming up for them after they've had a few very good musicals already being performed. They performed Clue earlier on in the fall, a special one-off performance of James and the Giant Peach, the musical, and then now they're getting ready for Mamma Mia, another big performance coming up in a few months and already underway, getting ready for that production.
Of course, Tyler, and we've seen how successful these previous theatrical directions were and their production. So it was great seeing them. It's great that students are involved in both the directing these plays, and they are involving also technology. We've seen that in their previous play, Clue. So a lot of fun stuff going on, a lot of creative stuff going on. They're also evolving as we go. It's not our normal theater, the ones that we used to have like back in our school days. There's a lot of fun stuff going on. So congratulations to them, and we hope that everybody sees them and sees how successful they can be. Not only, as we mentioned, Tyler, we've seen our students' success on the field and now in arts and beyond. So very, very great for them.
Yeah, and these are students that are able to get this experience early, get extensive experience both on stage and behind the scenes that then help them get opportunities at the next level, whether they go on to college and they study theater or they study other areas of the performing arts, or they're going on and pursuing a professional career. Heck, last week we talked about the choir going downtown to Detroit to see a performance of Frozen the musical that had featured one of West Bloomfield High School's most recent alums starring in that performance as well. So we know that this is a great breeding ground for kids that are interested in the arts, particularly in theater, to develop these skills and develop a passion for the theater and for performing arts and move on to great things at the next level. You can find even more information about programs all across the West Bloomfield School District, including their drama programs, by visiting wbsd.org. It's also a great place to follow along if you miss any of these performances. They post a lot of pictures and videos also, and you can find them on Twitter at WBloomfieldSCHL and on Facebook at West Bloomfield Schools. More pictures and even more information as we give credit to Christine Stevens, their drama director, for helping lead the students on the stage, and then John Verlouve behind the scenes is their technical director for their theater at West Bloomfield High School. And we have a picture, Calvin. We can put that picture back up just a moment that we have in our preview right now. Those students working the tech, they are doing a lot of work. They're running a lot of microphones, helping to control all of the lighting, and work also with the crew behind the scenes, behind the stage, to work with the set pieces that they have there too. They build them, they manage them, they move them around when need be, and especially for those bigger performances like Mamma Mia in April, that is a long, hard road that gets them there with a lot of hard work and creativity and teamwork that goes into it. So all good things from the West Bloomfield High School theater program. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. More of your stories from your hometown and your community media coming up. Stay with us. The Splash Live will continue after this.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
When you have a gambling problem, you have a money problem. Don't let your gambling cause you financial hardship. If you or someone you love is struggling with gambling, we can help. Get free confidential counseling and win your life back. Learn more at michigan.gov/problemgambling.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
One in 4 Michigan homes has high levels of radon, a naturally occurring radioactive gas known to cause lung cancer. It doesn't matter where you live or what type of home you have. You won't even know it's there unless you test. So don't wait. Testing is cheap and easy, and if there's a problem, it's simple to fix. Visit michigan.gov/radon to learn more.
We took action. Will you?
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Follow us on Twitter at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Welcome back to The Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. It's your stories from your hometown on your community media, 5 days a week on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. I'm Tyler Kieft alongside Dayan Chaaban, and thank you for also joining us on our website on civiccentertv.com and also on our YouTube page at Civic Center TV. You can always join us on our YouTube page by clicking the subscribe button, hitting the bell icon also on our YouTube page on the home screen of that, and you'll find all of our information and get notifications every time that we go live or we post a video at Civic Center TV. In our local community, the business community, very tight-knit group that features mom and pop shops and even some small regional stores as well, but also a number of opportunities through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce for young business owners and entrepreneurs to expand their knowledge of business and grow their business right here in their hometown. Joining us to talk about one of the many opportunities through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce is Victor Wandzel from Wandzel Law on the Splash Live. Victor, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Tyler, for hosting me here.
Yeah, glad to have you on. As Suzanne Levine from the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce has told us, you are working with the Chamber right now to revive their young professional entrepreneur network and help young business owners in our community build their business, grow as business owners, and hopefully provide another great addition to our business community. First off, as you're reviving this, tell us about the program and what you hope to bring as you renew what's also known as Y.P.E.N in the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber.
Yeah, so this was part of the reason why I joined the Chamber of Commerce to begin with. After law school, I started my own law firm called Wandzel Law, and I primarily focus on contract drafting and review. And I found that when it came to networking with younger professionals, it was very difficult. I could do it through the bar associations throughout Oakland County, but there wasn't many other than real estate groups that I could really network with. And so I wanted to kind of find different groups of young professionals and kind of unify them. What I've found is there's other groups out there, but they're not really unified and they're kind of operating in silos. And there's been a lack of face-to-face interactions, I think. And so starting the Young Professional Entrepreneurship Network has been a step towards that.
And as you mentioned, as you began your law practice and you began your journey as a young business owner also, having that opportunity to connect with other business owners, whether they're veteran business owners or other fellow young business owners, can be extremely beneficial. And so for young entrepreneurs that are just starting their journey, as someone that's been there and done that already, Victor, what are some of those key steps that you believe they should be taking early on to put their best foot forward for their business and for their future as a business owner?
Well, it depends on the age bracket you're in, but through the college, if you're in college, through those years, you should be connecting with groups within the college that are doing something similar to what you want to do. And then if you're outside of college, you need to look into, you have to Google search and find these different groups. You can find them on Facebook, you can find them through Instagram, you can find them off Google. But the problem is you have to search online to find things to go in person. And so it's almost a barrier in itself to just in-person interactions. But I found that it was working through the bar associations to be very helpful. But those are already established groups of networking for lawyers. And the key is to find within your own profession or what you want to do, the groups that are doing what you want to do. And also think about the business that you have and who you need to grow your business, and look into those groups as well. For example, if you need software developers for making a website or for coding a specific payment model for your website, look into software development, networking events, and then attend those.
Victor Wandzel joins us on Splash Live from Wandzel Law, also associated with the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, as he spearheads the revival of their Young Professional Entrepreneur Network. You can learn more information about the Entrepreneur Network by visiting westbloomfieldchamber.com, westbloomfieldchamber.com, for even more information and info on joining the chamber as well. And Victor, you mentioned finding those different connections in your network that are either within your profession, which may be a little bit easier, or those that are connected to the business that you're running, especially in those early days. How much of a factor can those new connections that you build through a chamber or through doing that simple research like you talked about and making those connections, how big of a factor can that play in the longevity of your business, especially in those opening days, weeks, and months?
It's crucial. I think that as a young professional, you need to look at mentors as your source of wisdom and experience, because when you start off your own business, you're on your own. You're not working for someone and have access to their resources or their guidance. So you need to find mentors. And mentors, you can almost imagine, are crowned with silver hair, so to speak. They tend to be older people who have time to devote and basically give to you. And they can be of all sorts of ages too. You can have mentors who are just 5 years ahead of you, or 10 years, or 15, or 25 years. But you want to fill those gaps with mentors because they're going to ultimately provide you experience. And you can ask them questions such as, I have this client and he has this business contract issue. What clauses should I be looking into to help him? And they will answer the question and provide very valuable insight into how to handle a case or whether to pursue a business deal or not. And so I think when it comes to networking, your focus should be set on finding mentors.
And a great way to do that, Victor, is through your local chamber, whether it's in Greater West Bloomfield or other nearby chambers, or better yet, a combination of both. How much of an impact can joining your local chamber have in finding those mentors and establishing those relationships now and over time?
Well, I think it's going to have a greater impact than if you don't do it, because this allows face-to-face interactions, and it puts you in groups of people who are outside the generation of just relying on social media to do all your networking. And the chamber has, West Bloomfield has some events that are called the Senior Resource Group. And I've found that there you have seniors you're working with and they have their own businesses, and you just find one to ask a business question to, or ask for motivation, or even just simply ask them, hey, I need help with my business. I'm looking for a mentor. And make it very simple and see who comes along your way, and be open-minded, shake their hand, take their contact and reach out to them. Set up some time to go to coffee or lunch or even dinner and then just see where it goes. And with mentors, you'll find that they are friends at the end of the day. They're friends who are willing to help you with your business interests. They're friends in that they're able to share, they will share their life experiences.
Pierce, we're having there we
yeah,
go.
without them, you wouldn't be where you normally be.
Brief cutout there, Victor, but all good
Okay.
points and all good reasons to get involved with your local chamber, which you can do in West Bloomfield by visiting their website, westbloomfieldchamber.com, or give Suzanne Levine and their team a call at 248-626-3636. Again, the phone number is 248-626-3636. With us on the program today is Victor Wandzel, Esquire of Wandzel Law, and also a member of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce, who is spearheading the revival of the Young Professional Entrepreneur Network, or Y.P.E.N, through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. And you mentioned having those mentors, having those people that can help you through the various steps of growing your business, whether it's in those first few days and weeks, or it's months or years down the line. That guidance can really be important as you go through a varying set of hurdles along the journey of growing your business, especially in those first few months as you're finding out the best ways to operate your business. How can that guidance from multiple levels, from multiple years or wealths of experience really play a role in helping your business survive what's always a tough first few months of the journey?
Well, it's like being placed on top of a mountain when your goal is to climb the mountain. You gain the insight of what it's like to be there. And when it comes to starting your business, I wouldn't recommend taking any task that involves climbing a mountain where you don't know the pathway to get up to the top. It's a slow, gradual process of exploring your own needs and interests, and then you can use established guides for it. But the mentors are ultimately going to give you the big picture and really set the standard of what you're trying to achieve with your own business.
And it's also an opportunity, the Young Professional Entrepreneurs Network, to connect with other young business owners too, who are maybe going through some of those similar hurdles that you're going through, or may experience something before you experience it, and being able to help them through that can help you as well. So connecting those local businesses, really critical, and arguably the biggest role that our local chambers play. And in your experience, Victor, as a business owner, how has being a member of the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce and these other professional networks that you're a part of, how has that been beneficial to the longevity of your business?
Well, it's helped me realize that there's a need for contract review and drafting, and that there's a need for my advice, and there's a need for my energy. And all that plus community makes me more engaged in my own business, and makes me more engaged with my community, and makes me want to help people more. So I guess without people, I wouldn't know to help people. But with people, I'm very happy to help people and be part of it.
And Victor, we appreciate your time and for joining us on the program today to talk about the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's Young Professional Entrepreneurs Network. You can learn more information by visiting their website, westbloomfieldchamber.com. If you scroll over to their West Bloomfield Chamber tab and click on Join the Chamber, it talks about all their different professional networks, including, of course, Y.P.E.N, but also the Women's Inspiration Network, the Senior Resource Group, Business Innovation Generator, and so much more. All of those resources available to you on westbloomfieldchamber.com. Victor, before we let you go, I want to give you an opportunity to talk a little bit more about Wandzel Law and the services that you provide as you join us today.
Yeah, I'm a small business myself, growing, successful, and I help other small business owners draft their contracts, whether it's your first terms and conditions for your website, privacy policy, or service agreements. It's to help give you more control in the deals that you're doing, and also help you give the next step. It's like having your own in-house legal counsel, but I'm independent legal counsel, and I keep my rates very affordable because I want to help as many people as I can in this community.
Well, Victor, we appreciate you joining us and telling us some of the different ways that our local chamber can be helpful. We know certainly you'll be a great resource, too, for those as business owners in our community at a variety of different levels of experience as they're growing their businesses right here in Greater West Bloomfield. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much, Tyler.
Appreciate it. You can learn more information about the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce by visiting their website at westbloomfieldchamber.com. You can also follow along with them on Facebook as well, facebook.com/westbloomfieldcc. We'll take a break on the Splash Live. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up next.
We'll be right back with the Splash Live. Find local municipal meetings at our program schedule on civiccentertv.com. Find when your meetings air live or when they're replaying on our Civic Center TV live stream. Find it all at civiccentertv.com and click schedule at the top of the screen. Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think.
You alright? It just feels like it's coming from everywhere. Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
And now, back to the Splash Live.
Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. Your stories from your hometown on your community media, Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. This is Dayan Chaaban alongside Tyler Kieft. So the West Bloomfield Public Township Library is now allowing cardholders, its library cardholders, to check out a hotspot for 3 weeks. This service allows members of the library to use the internet, whether they are outside of their house or outside of their library, for up to 3 weeks. Of course, you have to be a card holder, a library card holder, to enjoy this convenience. So simply, you can just present your library card at the front desk and ask for the hotspots for 3 weeks. Of course, you can ask more about this. You can check out more on wblib.org. Tyler, this is also another great convenience or another great privilege you get with the West Bloomfield Township Public Library's card.
Yeah, it's one of the many different ways that you can get involved in some of the technology that is available through our local library. And for some families in our local area, they may not be able to afford high-speed internet or may need some assistance with their internet, maybe a different connection in their home that they can use to supplement the internet that they do have. And this is one of those programs that helps to support that. People use the internet for so much in their day-to-day life today, whether it's listening to music or other forms of entertainment, especially so paying paying their bills, reading emails, applying for jobs, and so much more, getting access to their news and information like they're getting from us on this show on CivicCenterTV.com and on our social media, and of course connecting with others in the community. And Cal, if we could put that image back up there, we have a QR code on the screen on CivicCenterTV.com, especially for those listening on the radio that would like to learn more. If you go back into our video on CivicCenterTV.com or watch us on cable later on today, you scan that QR code and that will take you to the library's website for even more information on checking out these Wi-Fi hotspots. And I'd also suggest too, Diana, that people, if they want to learn more about affordable internet in our community, they can search Affordable Connectivity Program in our on-demand section on CivicCenterTV.com. We had a couple of recent interviews that you've probably seen if you've been watching Civic Center TV during our Best of the Splash segments with Rob Ponto from Comcast locally and Deb Macon from the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce about programs that are available through Comcast and AT&T in partnership with the Federal Communications Commission to provide affordable, reliable, high-speed internet in our communities, as those that may not be in a great financial spot or be able to afford super high-speed internet are able to get access to that. And Diane, this is just another great way to supplement that from the West Bloomfield Library.
Of course, Tyler, they can check out more. Anybody who's watching us right now or listening to us on the radio, they can check out more. As you mentioned, there was a couple of interviews about these affordable connectivity programs. Simply visit www.civiccentertv.com and just type in on the search panel above affordable connectivity program, and you can learn more about this, learn about how you can apply to get one to your home if you are someone who cannot afford it, and learn more about these programs in general. So a lot of different options a lot of different ways we can provide and support and eliminate the digital gap for people right here in our community. So again, you can watch us if you do want to get the hotspot from the West Bloomfield Public Township Library. You can visit their website and learn more, or scan that QR code, rewind a little bit, pause our video and scan that QR code to learn more all about this. It's right on the screen right now. You can scan it right now. And there's, again, so much affordable connectivities throughout our community. Tyler, in another news throughout our community, in happier news, it's holiday cheers coming up. And one of our restaurants, one of the most beloved restaurants right here in our community and in Oakland County, the Sullivan Table, is opening up its doors with some holiday cheer throughout the month of December, on select days throughout the month of December. These select days are December 8th to 10th and December 14th to the 28th. They already started out this weekend. They were enjoying it. A lot of fun was going on. If you can see on the pictures, so much fun going on. There was so much activities, events, movies, and some holiday music, some holiday games. So you can enjoy, all visitors can enjoy all these wonderful stuff throughout the month of December. Again, it's from December 8th to 10th and 14th to the 28th. You can visit their website, sullivantable.org, to learn more about this wonderful holiday pop-up bar, or visit their Facebook page at Sullivan Table. On their Facebook page, of course, to learn more about their pop-up and just look at these wonderful pictures of all these people having so much fun, Tyler.
Yeah, a lot of comments on Facebook posts about this in one of the Sylvan Lake Facebook groups, talking about people saying, oh darn, I forgot about this. I meant to go this weekend, but there's plenty of more opportunities. This upcoming weekend, we'll have another few days, and then the last couple of weeks, really, all the way through to the end, just before the end of the year, we'll have this pop-up be available as well. It's during normal business hours at the Sylvan Table, Monday through Wednesday, 5 p.m. until 9 p.m., Thursday, 5 to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 5 to 11 p.m., and Sunday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Again, more information on their Facebook page at Sylvan Table or by visiting sylvantable.com. You'll learn even more about this new holiday tradition happening in the city of Sylvan Lake. We'll take a break on The Splash Live. On the other side, past holiday traditions with a new twist at one of our local churches that could help a lot of people in our community this holiday season and beyond. More of your stories from your hometown on your community media coming up after this short break.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. This is Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. On cable and the radio. On the web too, and on social media. Civic Center TV, television that's close to home.
Last week, Brandon met a girl on a dating app. One day after work, he finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being too pushy? Maybe it was too...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving. I would love to go on a date. How does tonight sound?
Brandon tried to play it cool, but inside he knew. A girl so smart, so responsible. She must be a keeper.
Take a break and tune in to the Splash Live on Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. Join Tyler Kieft and Dayan Chaaban as they go through headlines, events, and update you on the day-to-day in Oakland County. Catch us live weekdays 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Watch us on demand at civiccentertv.com. Or watch us on TV at Comcast Channel 15 or AT&T at Channel 99. Want to enjoy Civic Center TV on your social media? Find us on Instagram at Civic Center TV. Get notified when we upload one of our interviews, full episodes, and more. Thank you for watching and listening to Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to the Splash, live.
Welcome back to the Splash Live, Greater West Bloomfield's live daily news and talk show. Your stories from your hometown on your community media outlets 5 days a week, Civic Center TV and on 89.3 Lakes FM. You can always stay up to date on our latest programming, including when all of your favorite programs in municipal meetings in West Bloomfield, Keego Harbor, Sylvan Lake, and the West Bloomfield School District are airing on our outlets by visiting civiccentertv.com. Our program guide always on the right side of your screen or on the schedule link on civiccentertv.com. In addition, you can follow along with us for announcements on other special programming and news and information on our Facebook page at Civic Center TV 15, and find all of our videos on demand and live on our YouTube page at Civic Center TV. If you subscribe to our YouTube page and hit the bell icon, you'll get a notification every single time that we go live or we post a new video, so you'll never miss any of the local programming you love here from Civic Center TV. In West Bloomfield Township, Spirit of Grace Church putting a new twist on a holiday tradition. You've probably heard in the past about an Advent calendar. It has it has the month of December, and each and every day there's a special gift or a special note of some kind that you are then unpacking for yourself. In this case, they're putting a new twist on the Advent calendar, and this time in the spirit of giving. Spirit of Grace Church each and every day throughout the month of December, suggesting a different gift that you can donate at their church to help people in need in our communities. That includes food, water, clothing, and other necessities for inside the home. Just last week, they were looking for some children's winter gear, and as they kick off this week, some food items featured the first couple days of the week. They're looking for peanut butter and jelly on Monday, pudding mix or cups on Tuesday, Wednesday, packs of pencils, Thursday, Jell-O, and Friday cans of soup, all of which can be dropped off at their location, 2399 Figa Avenue in West Bloomfield Township. And this is a really creative way to get into the holiday spirit as you're seeing their reverse Advent calendar, as they're calling, on their screen. They're going to be accepting donations all the way up to Christmas Day itself with these specialized items listed, but they're going to be accepting those donations even beyond the Christmas holiday and into early January of 2024. These items will go to support a number of different groups, including supporting families at Roosevelt Elementary School in Keego Harbor, the Spirit of Grace Blessing Box, and the Spirit of Grace Diabetic Food Pantry, both of which are on site and support people that are in need of food all throughout the year, and those with special food restrictions, especially those with diabetes that need specialized food and may have a tough time finding that at their local grocery store or affording those specialized foods. These are all going to help. So when you're thinking about these items, of course, think about people in need and how you can support them. For the food items specifically, you want to be looking for low sugar items, low carb and low salt options as well. And all of these can be be donated at Spirit of Grace Church on Figa Avenue in West Bloomfield. Diane, a really creative way to go about inspiring giving during the holiday season.
That is true, Tyler. It is definitely creative, and it just makes it so simple for people who want to donate, making the day-by-day item. It seriously makes it simple. I've seen them. I've been following them on their Facebook page, and yesterday it was about giving out some hand gloves. I also love that it's not just food and non-perishable items, but it's also some stuff for different age groups, such as pencils. We have some pens. It's probably for some students who need them, or some winter clothing for also people who need them throughout our community. So a very creative way to push people to donate, whether it's a small item or it's foods or whatever it is you can donate. It's a great way. It's a great also holiday giving season.
Yeah, it sends a great message too, that it's never a bad day to give back, and there's always so many different ways that you can help people, or ways that we can think about helping people during this season and beyond. And as you said, not just food, not just clothing items, but even some household essentials, things that we all can maybe take for granted at times that are dire needs of people, even right here in our 4 communities and in Oakland County. Spirit of Grace .church is their website, or you can visit them on Facebook for even more information and get that full list of their reverse Advent calendar, facebook.com/Spirit of Grace. Another opportunity coming up in the Greater West Bloomfield area to help people in need this holiday season with our friends at the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. On December 13th, they will gather from 5 to 7 p.m. at the brand new Aurora Italiano restaurant on Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield for their 8th annual Not So White Elephant holiday party. Here's how this works. You bring an item that's either new or re-gifted, a bare minimum of $20 in value to the event if you're a chamber member. If you're a non-member, a simple donation of $50 gets you into the door. There's wrapped gifts that are going to be raffled off, and all of the proceeds from this event go to benefit a local charity and nonprofit. The Gary Bernstein Community Health Clinic is who's being supported by this year's Not So White Elephant holiday party through the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce. And they do amazing work, Diane, in our community to help people in need of health care services that may not be able to afford them because of not having health insurance or being underinsured, and they help to offset a lot of those costs, whether it is just your standard physical or even dental and eye exams that are so crucial to people's day-to-day lives. And so the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce giving people an opportunity to give back by attending this event. Registration is open. You can send an email to wbloomfieldchamber@gmail.com. It's $10 to attend, and that also gets you 1 raffle ticket. You can get additional raffle tickets for $10 a piece. Diana, a great way to have some fun, enjoy some great food, appetizers, and a cash bar available at Aurora Italiana, and support a good cause this holiday season.
Of course, Tyler, it's a great way to enjoy one of our local community restaurants, a great restaurant with great food, and as you said, give back to our community. Tyler, it is very hard. Also, we mentioned that before. It's very hard for some people to go. So a lot of people are not going to their doctors because they cannot afford to. So it is a great way to give back to community members, to give back to people who are underinsured, who cannot just visit their doctors regularly, and also enjoy some time with the Greater West Bloomfield's Chamber of Commerce and network. As we all know, Tyler, it is a great network, the Greater West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce getting together, and it's it's bringing, as they mentioned, it's bringing businesses and community together.
Again, that is December 13th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Aurora Italiana on Orchard Lake Road in West Bloomfield. Find more information on the West Bloomfield Chamber of Commerce's website, westbloomfieldchamber.com. And Diana, as we talk about helping people in need, there's an opportunity for people, if you are in need this week, especially of food this holiday season, to pick that up across Oakland County.
Of course, Tyler. The Gleaners Community Food Bank is hosting several drive-ups throughout the day, all throughout the week this week, from Monday to Friday of this week. And some of these dates and some of these locations are going to be Wednesday, December 6th at the Oakland County Farmers Market in Waterford at 9 a.m. And on Thursday, December 7th, it's going to be at the Public Health Oakland South Center in Southfield at 2 p.m. And on Friday, it's going to be at Oak Park High School at 2 p.m. Of course, they are encouraging anybody who is in need of food in our community to go out there and get their 30 pounds of nutritious groceries. There's going to be a lot in those groceries, Tyler: milk, fresh fruits, vegetables, all kinds of nutritious stuff for people who are in need. So again, if you are in need, you can check them out. You can visit their Facebook page at Gleaners Fan, or their website at jcfb.org. Again, it's jcfb.org for more information on the Gleaners Community Food Bank drive-through throughout this week.
Yeah, when you go to their website, again, gcfb.org, right front and center is their information about their donation drives right now. You can also find more information on their food distributions throughout this holiday season, as they put up their mantra for the holidays that hunger doesn't take a break for the holidays. Your donations matched to feed hungry families, and that's what is happening this week in those 3 locations all throughout Oakland County: at Oak Park High School on Friday, at the Public Health Oakland South Center in Southfield on Thursday, and beginning on Wednesday this week at the Oakland County Farmers Market in Waterford. Again, more information on their Facebook page at Gleaners Fan, or by visiting gcfb.org. Plenty more of your stories from your hometown on your community media each and every day throughout the work week. Stay with us. The Splash Live will continue very soon.